Now, another victim of last week's stampede at the Kakamega Primary School has succumbed to his injuries in hospital, raising the death toll to 50.
4 more victims were buried today in different ceremonies, even as the school reopened its doors to learners 1 week after the tragedy.
NTV's Brenda Wanga reports on the community's efforts towards healing its scars.
A week after he survived the stampede that took the lives of 14 of his schoolmates, this young man bravely makes his way to join the rest of the Kakamega Primary School fraternity on this day that they regroup after last Monday's tragedy. Scarred by the events that took the lives of 14 young boys and girls, the school community turns to the Almighty for comfort and reassurance that all will be well. The clergy retracing the last steps of the late 14 along the killer staircase and cleansing that pathway to sorrow all the way to the classrooms where the majority of the deceased were. The same blessings offered, these prayers will be backed by counseling of the parents and pupils of the 2 grades 4 and 5 that bore the brunt of the stampede.
There's debriefing. Kila mtu alikuwa affected kivyake. Na ni heri apitie counseling ili tuweze kumleta awe kama alivyokuwa.
The school reopens as investigations into the cause of the fatal stampede are yet to be concluded and a report released. Survivors have given their version of events that fateful Monday evening.
Mwenye alikuwa na shout ni mtoto wa class 5 na huyo mtu alikuwa mahali au watoto walimuona wakianza kushout ghost, so watoto wakianza kutoroka wa class wakasahau hata vitabu.
Watoto walikuwa wanashuka chini, mmoja akateguka mguu akaanguka chini, alafu wengine wakakuja akaanza kujitega wakianguka chini.
But even as the wait for the report continues, the challenge has been placed on the Ministry of Education to ensure that safety standards at the school are enhanced.
Kuna regulations ya ministry ya safety. Yote haiwezi fanyika siku moja, lakini kuna yale madogo ambayo tunaweza tukafanya na tukakinga majanga yasitendeke.
The children will formally resume classes on Wednesday, but as they wait to pick up from where they left off, in Kakamega, Vihiga and Nakuru counties, the families of 4 of their fallen classmates were bidding them goodbye. In Nakuru, the family of the late Simon Waweru Kuria, aged 10, eulogized him as a humble, obedient and respectful child who had his sights set on achieving his dream of becoming a military man.
Na tungeuliza tu Wizara ya Elimu ya kwamba wawe wakishughulikia madarasa yetu kuhakikisha kwamba madarasa yetu yako sawa, kuna usalama wa wanafunzi wetu wanapokuwa pale shuleni.
In Kakamega County's Shahambi area, the remains of the late Juna Homicha are also being laid to rest. She was a grade 5 pupil at the time of her demise. In the same county, the family of the late Malkia Prudence Eliza also laid her to rest today. Another burial took place in the neighboring county of Vihiga in Senende. Family, friends and relatives gathered to witness the funeral and burial of the late Antoinette Iramwenya, who was also buried at her parents' home. So far, 10 families have already performed the final rites for their loved ones. The remaining 4 will all be buried on the 15th of this month. Brenda Wanga, NTV.